97 1, 97 2. The same article tells you say, who a member of parliament now who cross carpet and now who joining another political party. You can stay in parliament.
Oh.
But when it's a measure.
So it's political party me no account.
Thank you.
Say be NDC ni NDP.
Yes.
Makabo
yes. Not NDP or member of parliament. He will stay in parliament. That's not cross carpeting. That's a measure. The constitution tells you that under such a circumstance, the member can remain in parliament. So the framers are very clear as to what they are speaking to. This is just a food way on buy. And they spend. Look, I'm insisting, say that business is pending before speaker. So when speaker pronounces on it, then they'll go back to Supreme Court. So, motion on the breast speaker says speaker declare just a full seat. No, no, what declare no is unconstitutional. One MPP for Subai.
It's young Ghana for we are caught up in the middle of all this. No,
Pacho, who constitution open Article 95.
95. Wabra will be young Ghana for you caught up in all this. No, you near question I say because you agree with you na and a people cry the 2 money I am say I saw from Muchia President Mahama the other time say they want no more casa obi a person call me yeba near nyina should be able to
na come you see I saw for us no ya na bebre omo nka no kra baby a encrofo so omo kan omo nim no e the MPP
omo mom ne nka omo
yes MPP say kan omo nim omo de oman no e di agro. It's not say ye demra asha munsa se mumu oman no mu ye de amumu pe say we nye nipa or ye de ope then I don't know what it is.
Okay, Article 95 now friend
kan abusafo ani ntine mema mahwefo ni matiefo nyina akwaba ede aba eye 2K News and Blogs YouTube channel so abusafo as usual yaba ensem ahorwa ekoso e Ghana ha say yedi nkan de atomanim say ensem ye bekoso bia no efa eye abatu chichirinchi abatu kese ada Ghana fo nyina anim a ebekoso nyankopon ya adoma 7th December 2024 abusu yedi nkan de atomanim say info bia befa eye abatu bia no yenso beba yeda ba besom ya hwefo ne atiefo nyina ne nyina ehu ensem a ekoso na abusu ena ensem a mensa aka no ano edene yenko ni nkuti sansem yi enfamre ba betena ase ne edi ensem no nkomo meso so adaroma ubu ne ndi kwa so wo eye comment bia obetimi dia to comment section ho ye odia ano ama ho ate ede ama me na bibia so etimi ai kama abusu ya medin ede kwame gentle
that time eche ye nsentwefo no ono no hunu se de yekoso nyina no akwaya se bibia ye de toto mrase bedwafie ase ena Supreme Court no so be epeso ye no ho se me so me fie nie de me woka e de fa de yekoso e wo mrase bedwafie nie meaning so obi apeso ye na dwuma se de sitie. How do you reconcile it in a situation ye peso obi aye adwuma na Ghana ni bia enya so fa so wa bra entawantawa bia meda e court no ene mrase bedwafie entem
entawantawa ndi aba because obi to me back court or the expert ba or file efieda ewia 12:40 20 minutes to 1 o'clock. Now by 2 p.m. a whole Supreme Court with 5 judges, justices of the Supreme Court on a Friday afternoon are able to sit, listen to argument, enter judgment by 2 p.m. Kwame, unim send a Supreme Court registry.
Abba. Speaker say constitutional crisis be anymore.
Any constitutional crisis. It's the Supreme Court that is creating the crisis. Because
Supreme Court?
Yes.
We a lawyer.
Me a lawyer, I think. Why? Me a lawyer.
Supreme Court they create.
Yes.
That's one you want to be near the assembly.
Yes. But there's a procedure assemble when you want a film.
A procedure by.
Procedure and say you file a process expert the assembly but when you now there's a motion for injunction. The substantive rate is there. Yanyan survey yampo. No be the expert application about say stay of executioner. Stay of which execution? Which order did the court give? Which order did the court give for which you will be staying? You only stay a court order. You understand? Are you what they did? Does it amount to administrative review, judicial review? You understand? So,
is that the reason?
Can an ex parte application properly be construed to constitute an application for judicial review? Judicial review has to be done on notice to the person who took the decision to come and defend it. You see, but you are saying it should be stayed. In Catchrom said, there's nothing like a stay in respect of Speaker's declaration, announcement. What do you say? The announcement has been uttered, it's gone. With the air, it's gone. It's taking effect.
If it was an announcement, because let me tell you, marking. How did marking see say nay ruling? Because may sure say it is on the basis of
they are coining it. They've used all sorts of language. Speaker only announced that given the evidence presented to him, the following have vacated their seat pursuant to Article 97(1) G and H.
So the word ruling, wine and a debate.
Is Speaker is he a judge? Speaker, is he a judge?
Because argument in number as a speaker, maybe
and I'm saying Speaker, is he a judge? Speaker, with all due respect, is one of the most fertile legal minds in this country. Forget it. Oh, he may not be a Supreme Court judge, but who the Mrakba, who the Bako. Procedural law. There's no better authority than Speaker. Sir, there's no better authority. My catcher said there are a group of people in this country. They be Riakoto lectures. Do you know why they do Riakoto? Because they claim that a certain Supreme Court in the life of this country in the past gave certain decisions that were horrible court decisions.
But a lawyer for one will come abroad for say
so the Supreme Court can always be guilty of giving horrible decisions. That's the point I'm making.
So where a horrible decision? Anna?
It's a horrible decision. It's a horrible decision. I cannot argue for this decision anyway. It makes sense. So are you saying when a member of parliament dies, Speaker cannot announce it, and that when he announces it is unconstitutional? Because it's the same genre of activities. And there are two Article 91. Now, in fact, 91.1. In fact, 97.1, 97.2. The same article tells you, say, who a member of parliament now who cross carpet who are now joining another political party. You can stay in parliament. But when it's a measure.
So it's political party mean no account.
Thank you.
Say be NDC and NDP.
Yes. Yes. Not NDP or member of parliament. He will stay in parliament. That's not cross carpeting. That's a measure. The constitution tells you that under such a circumstances, the member can remain in parliament. So the framers are very clear as to what they are speaking to. These are just a food here we are on the buy. And they spend. Look, I'm insisting, say that business is pending before Speaker. So when Speaker pronounces on it, then they'll go back to Supreme Court. So, motion on the breast Speaker says Speaker declare just a full seat. No, no. What declare no is unconstitutional. One MPP for Subai.
It's young Ghana for we are caught up in the middle of all this, no.
That's all. Who constitution open Article 95.
95. Wabra will be, young Ghana for a year caught up in all this, no. You near question I say because you agree na and a people cry their 2 money I am say I saw from Kromuchia President Mahama the other time say they want no more casa obi a person call me yeba near nyina from be got
na come you see I saw for no ya na bebre omo nka no kra baby a enkrofo so omo kan omonim no e the NPP
mom ne nka
yes NPP say kan omonim omo de oman no e di agro. It's not say the mra asha munsa se mumu oman no mu ye dia mumu pe say we nye nipa or ye dia ope then I don't know what it is.
Okay, Article 95 now of of 1902 Constitution. Also, the Speaker of Parliament of Ghana must be elected from among members of Parliament or people who are eligible to be members of Parliament.
Okay,
if the Speaker is elected from among members of Parliament, they must vacate their seat in Parliament, which triggers a by-election.
Thank you.
Wow.
Kind 2. And I don't know, sir, if a decision is taken, the speaker has been elected, so his seat is vacated. Somebody will go to Supreme Court, say, pronouncement says speaker has vacated his seat, it's unconstitutional. It's the same provision in 97. Kind 95 too.
Oya mame. Na law baako, brofo baako. Ejiejemu bebre ade.
Say a person do abroad, it me ba. Because we practice what we call the common law jurisdiction. You can always have two opposing views on the same matter. That's the common law. We are not like the civil law.
But at least also show, baby.
Thank you.
In the interest of God.
Thank you.
I didn't think that's sad,
People are serving their own interest. And people are, if you say, it is only in parliament. It's only in parliament that political parties who fight for power are permitted by the constitution to send representatives. So what happens in parliament is not a joke. It's about partisanship. And the professor NDC for Monty Asiano, the judiciary is supposed to be functionally independent. These days we see MPP people be appointed, but they say they are functionally independent in TRT. The executive, you can elect an independent president.
Yeah.
An independent person as president.
Yeah.
Who appoint his ministers without even using political party. You understand? But in parliament, the political parties are to participate. So they go there with their political interest. So when they say MPP for NDC for Montiasi, NTDC, we are holding onto our interests and protecting it.
And your interest, and say, and Naka majority.
Majority.
Is that your interest?
But that's our interest.
Are
we not looking for power?
Majority.
When 7th January, if you need to 137, split. Yeah, the second. In fact, a man is also near 2020. A man money by 117.
Yeah.
Ufa baby, I am far. And I cast any majority size. So, okay. Almost all month.
Yes.
Do you know what Speaker did?
Kache.
Speaker took a letter from Andrew Esiama, independent member of parliament. And I say he will do business with NPP. Doing business with NPP doesn't increase their number. Doing business with NPP.
So no one juma.
Or no one be juma.
It is so
doesn't make him an NPP person.
Menti asenye. It's so juma.
Yeah.
And no one number no control.
Yes.
But MPP for the war.
Yes.
Thank
you. But Speaker, your interpretation said by that, it means he has increased their number. So they are majority. Almost your own body speaker. So hey, we are the best. So they got a chance to elect majority leader. And now we DB no. We DB now be majority no, minority leader no. It was because of that. And a chairman sir continue as majority leader. Even though he had 137 MPP elected members of parliament, the speaker made it possible. Because we are peaceful people. We could have said no. It doesn't increase their number. If I associate with you, it doesn't increase your number. But speaker said, let her now true it has increased their number. So they got a chance to all the benefits about. So majority leader, they got it. Chairman of like 85% of committees. Omunya vice chairman. Omunya caucus leaders. Omunya ninyina.
But me kind of nomenclature. Speaker you see here. Or from majority group.
Yes, but that's a group. That's a caucus. It's all about that. There's no one man caucus. There's no one man group. A group can only be a number. A caucus can only be a number. You understand? So speaker gave it to them and they have enjoyed it.
Intete for lawyer near ten and can watch him say and then mentime who I say and then what Tim Wakame and Nan talk and argument just a new mayor course of Parliament House in Yana. Speaker Claudia Bontin say there's no constitutional crisis there of Parliament House, which remas and your mayor course or a Parliament House in a Supreme Court and it causes all those crises. na ochirema ruling enre ba bonti na obiya ka ho asimbia ama ndc for bofu yinpa the most horrible decision in Ghana's history no Supreme Court way in 8th Republic no etimi ameki ache se ha adwen yipa na yensan ko hwe a video of lawyer wo twetwom se the NPP fo ani abre omo ho ama omo afa nwuma kense ni abre no kakra na wakosi Supreme Court kakra na wakosi Supreme Court ni nyina ache se ya dia omo ekodi minority side ade bebo omo ni omo mpese omo ye nyina loan omo pese omo kwaji nyina ya dia NDC fo mpene mo ntimi nya saa nneɛma no nyinaa nti ɔmo ni abere sɛ ɔmo maintain majority position no sɛ na ɛbɛyɛ ɔmo betumi ɔmo nsa betumi aka deɛ ɔmo pɛ biara afiri aban mu na sɛ mpo Ghana fo mpo ntumi anto aban mu ma ɔmo betumi anya sika akɔtena fie ɛdi yɛnkote sɛ na osi kyerɛkyerɛ saa nsɛm wɔ mu so ɛfae
deɛ na wɔ majority ni mu
it's about power. No, it's about power.
Every inside.
Oko Supreme Court. Ni affidavit no. Mun kind. You guys should read affidavit or the court. Affidavit paragraph 8. Paragraph 8 subparagraph 3, for instance. Or see, Speaker's decision, if it's allowed to stand, it will hurt their government. 4. Or see, the MPP ruling party, which is in the majority in parliament, they have become minority. And that the NDC minority has become the majority. Paragraph 8, sub 4. And if this is not reversed, it will politically affect their government. The country will become economically ungovernable. They will become unpopular as a government in an election year. Apenyo said all this.
I want affidavit.
Before Supreme Court. These are the things the Supreme Court was told.
He
said, what if I in paragraph 3, he said what Speaker did in Parliament amounted to a coup d'etat. The court didn't find that the position scandalous and vexatious to have it struck down as part of that affidavit. They allowed it to stand.
Wow.
Referring to Speaker's conduct in Parliament as amounting to a coup d'etat.
Wow.
And also say NDC and the NDC caucus having become the majority will conduct what he labeled as parliamentary inquiries, numerous parliamentary inquiries. Into what? Into dubious government deals.
Did he use the word?
But what would me and Atufosi will be inquiring into? What will be? We'll be inquiring into dubious government deals. And I see those parliamentary inquiries can lead to chaos. Apenyomarkin said these things in the courts.
Wow.
And it's our say, for instance, Okotra minority leader Konyaso spiritually enya. On one kasa because he has gone to swear he has gone to swear before the court and someone wajiatum say already he's in the minority and he's their leader.
But at some back affidavit you what can say was say NDC cost what majority now a bit must say yesikasem. Is that the reason to city to dollar yet 17 cities?
No, I see the country will become economically ungovernable. That is, they will bring dubious things I won't approve of. That's what it means.
Okay, now you say, I don't know my CD to dollar.
Now say almost per loan. Yeah, me no kasa you almost pay 2 loans. 2 loans over 250 million each. Yes, I approve it.
I didn't try.
Yeah, approval loans are they cannot account for it.
Suppose you buy the year Buntunyuma,
but you must account for it. Oba Bob is here. I saw Obama Obebu accountant, and I'm the full farmer.
Do my boy came your mom or mumu
contant, almost to me. Yes, way,
and I'm only almost to brush a bigger fee.
That's a massive bench of fear in an it.
And I make us say,
yes,
600
yet to me more. They also say film in say, young, it to me no more. But for now, the Abano, they bet me I found say, for now, the Abano, ain't to who approve it.
I don't know my. Almost a bit more minor.
Thank you.
Economically ungovernable.
Ungovernable. Some pesca could. Yeah, mom.
Omu pesika agudi.
Now scan ya the man omudi ya the man no mudi. They are unable to account for it.
Lawyer ne yɛte ne nka a wɔtwetwe nsɛm mu fine akyerɛ Ghanafoɔ nyinaa wɔkyerɛ mu a Supreme Court judges no ɔmo nso so etimi tena asɛm so emeki ɛyɛ wrong ruling ɛma asɛm koro na CSR rule pink case na ɛyɛ ade a the different judges ɛbɛtena so ɔmo nso timi ma different ruling na wɔkyerɛ mu a ɛyɛ ade a this decision made by the Supreme Court na the most horrible one so far ɔmo timi ayɛ a kyerɛ sɛ ɛmfata in Ghana's history koraa. Uchirema na chese menteme ho ase ene yonko Supreme Court ene ntoko esi na akeka ballot vote eto gu a Parliament House nyina Supreme Court ene so all those crises na yade a emfata kra uchirema de NTMP fo ani abere omo ho dendenden a afanyoma kenso ani abere no ho dendenden a all penny position and also person maintaining the majority position nyina ne se so omo tena ho ema NDC fo